You know, in business and in life, there is one truth that never changes. No giant is too big to be challenged, and no underdog is too small to win. History is full of moments where the world underestimates someone until it was too late. Today, we are living in such a moment. A moment where the tech map of South Asia is being redrawn. Not in boardrooms in Silicon Valley, not in the skyscrapers of Mumbai, but in the rising digital corridors of Pakistan. For decades, one country has stood tall as the undisputed technology leader in the region. They owned the market, they owned the reputation, and they believed no one could take their place. But quietly, without fanfare, a new player has been training, innovating, and moving faster than anyone expected. And now, the gap is closing. The question is no longer if this change will happen, it's how soon. Today, I want to take you on a journey, not of politics, not of rivalry, but of vision, courage, and transformation. I want you to see how a young nation, driven by talent and hunger, is stepping into an arena once thought impossible to enter. By the time we finish, you will understand why this shift is happening, why it matters for the future of technology, and why no one, no matter how powerful, can afford to ignore it. So buckle up, because this is not just a story about technology. This is a story about the unstoppable rise of those who dare to dream big, work smart, and never give up. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll see the future in a whole new way. Pakistan's IT and enlarged services export sector has been witnessing a remarkable upward trajectory in recent years, positioning the country as a serious contender in the regional and global digital economy. The surge is driven by multiple factors working in harmony: an increasingly tech-literate youth, a surge in remote work opportunities, improved digital infrastructure, and targeted government incentives. In a market traditionally dominated by countries like India, Pakistan's rapid pace of growth is beginning to stand out, especially to global investors and multinational corporations seeking competitive and reliable outsourcing partners. One of the most significant drivers is the cost advantage Pakistan offers. For businesses in North America, Europe, and the Middle East, outsourcing to Pakistan provides the same level of quality in services like software development, mobile app creation, and digital marketing as competitors in India, but at a fraction of the cost. This pricing competitiveness is particularly appealing to startups and mid-sized companies that are budget conscious, yet unwilling to compromise on talent quality. The country's skilled IT professionals, many of whom are fluent in English and trained in international work standards, have been instrumental in delivering world-class solutions. Moreover, the rise of freelancing platforms has opened doors for thousands of Pakistani tech experts to work with global clients directly, bypassing traditional outsourcing intermediaries. According to recent statistics, Pakistan ranks among the top countries in freelancer earnings, with IT services forming a significant chunk of this revenue. This decentralization of talent availability means foreign businesses can access top-tier professionals without going through the red tape often associated with large outsourcing firms. Government initiatives such as tax exemptions on IT exports, special technology zones, and simplified business registration processes are further fueling momentum. As a result, more tech startups are emerging, scaling quickly, and reaching international markets. This is creating a ripple effect. Foreign venture capital firms, noticing the strong ROI potential, are beginning to inject funds into Pakistani tech ventures. India, having long relied on its IT export dominance, now faces the prospect of losing a slice of this lucrative pie. The fact that Pakistan's IT exports are growing at double-digit percentages annually, even during periods of global economic slowdown, signals resilience and adaptability in the sector. This consistent upward trend not only challenges the status quo, but also forces regional competitors to rethink their strategies to maintain their global share in the digital economy. Pakistan's technology sector is not limiting itself to traditional IT services such as software outsourcing or call center operations. It is making calculated and ambitious moves into high-potential emerging technologies that are shaping the future of the global economy. Fields like artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and cybersecurity are becoming central pillars of Pakistan's tech growth strategy. This focus is significant because these domains are not only in high demand worldwide, but also represent the next wave of industrial transformation, where early movers often secure long-term competitive advantages. Artificial intelligence is seeing rapid adoption among Pakistani startups and established companies alike, from AI-driven healthcare diagnostic tools to predictive analytics in agriculture. The applications being developed locally demonstrate that the country's tech minds are thinking beyond conventional service delivery. Global businesses searching for cost-through AI solutions are beginning to take notice, especially as Pakistan's developers deliver high-quality innovations at competitive prices. Blockchain is another frontier where Pakistan is positioning itself strategically. Beyond cryptocurrency trading, Pakistani tech entrepreneurs are exploring blockchain for supply chain transparency, secure voting systems, and decentralized finance (DeFi) platforms. The trustless and secure nature of blockchain makes it attractive for international clients in sectors like banking, logistics, and governance. And Pakistan's engineers are building solutions that can be scaled globally. Fintech has emerged as one of the fastest growing verticals, with startups providing digital payment solutions, mobile wallets, and microfinance platforms designed for both local and international markets. These innovations are especially relevant in economies with large unbanked populations, and Pakistan's success stories are starting to attract foreign venture capital funding. By targeting untapped markets with scalable models, Pakistan is carving out a unique position in the global financial technology ecosystem. Cybersecurity is also gaining serious attention as the digital economy expands. Pakistan's tech firms are offering penetration testing, threat detection systems, and secure infrastructure services to overseas clients, capitalizing on the growing awareness that cybersecurity is not optional but essential. With global cyber threats on the rise, the demand for skilled and affordable cybersecurity professionals is skyrocketing, and Pakistan is emerging as a valuable resource hub. This diversified approach means Pakistan is not overly dependent on a single technology segment. Instead, it is building expertise in future-proof industries that are expected to dominate global trade and investment flows in the coming decades. This multidimensional strategy significantly amplifies its potential to disrupt established players in the regional tech hierarchy, making its rise a matter of strategic concern for competitors who have traditionally held dominance in the South Asian technology landscape. Pakistan's demographic structure is one of its greatest advantages in the technology race, with more than 70% of its population under the age of 30 and a rapidly expanding base of digitally skilled professionals. This youthful energy is fueling the country's growing influence in the global tech market. Unlike some countries where the tech workforce is aging or where education systems struggle to keep pace with industry needs, Pakistan's talent pool is dynamic, adaptable, and hungry for opportunities. The increasing availability of affordable internet, Online learning platforms and global exposure through freelancing has accelerated the development of a tech-savvy generation capable of competing at an international level. The startup ecosystem is also flourished, supported by both local and international investors. In recent years, Pakistan has witnessed a surge in venture capital inflows, particularly in fintech, e-commerce, logistics, and edtech. Startups such as Airlift, Bazaar, and Daris have proven that local companies can scale quickly and operate at international standards. This is creating a snowball effect. Successful startups inspire more entrepreneurs to enter the market, which in turn attracts more investment and mentorship, creating a self-sustaining growth cycle. Educational institutions and private training programs are also responding to the market demand by offering specialized courses in software development, data science, artificial intelligence, and digital marketing. The role of coding boot camps, remote internships, and global mentorship platforms cannot be overlooked, as they are enabling young Pakistanis to directly work with clients and teams abroad, often without leaving their home country. This early exposure to international work culture equips them with the professionalism and skill sets necessary to compete with counterparts from established tech hubs. Freelancing has played a transformative role in accelerating individual earning potential while simultaneously boosting the country's reputation as a reliable source of skilled labor. Pakistan consistently ranks among the top nations for freelance earnings, with a significant portion of that revenue coming from IT and creative services. This decentralized way of working has allowed talent from smaller cities and rural areas who might otherwise lack access to corporate jobs to participate in the global economy. The cumulative effect of this young, ambitious, and digitally empowered workforce is a formidable challenge to India's long-standing dominance in the regional technology space. As more Pakistani professionals and startups win contracts, attract funding, and create innovative solutions, the shift in perception is inevitable, signaling to global markets that Pakistan is not just catching up, it is preparing to lead in specific high-growth areas of the tech industry. Pakistan's government has recognized the transformative power of the digital economy and is actively laying the groundwork to accelerate the country's technology sector. The Digital Pakistan Initiative has become a cornerstone of this vision, aiming to modernize infrastructure, enhance internet accessibility, and create a regulatory environment that fosters innovation. By streamlining processes for company registration, introducing e-governance platforms, and digitizing various public services, the government is reducing bureaucratic friction, making it easier for entrepreneurs and investors to operate in the tech space. One of the most impactful measures has been the introduction of tax incentives for IT and IT amount services exports. These incentives significantly lower the operational costs for tech firms, allowing them to reinvest more into talent acquisition, product development, and market expansion. Coupled with the special technology zones that provide high-speed connectivity, modern office spaces, and business-friendly regulation, Pakistan is creating pockets of concentrated innovation where startups and established companies can collaborate and scale rapidly. Digital infrastructure upgrades are also a priority, with increasing investment in broadband penetration, 4G and 5G networks, and data centers. This not only improves the domestic digital ecosystem, but also enhances Pakistan's appeal as an outsourcing destination capable of handling high-volume, high-speed projects for international clients. The focus on cyber laws and data protection frameworks further reassures foreign partners that Pakistan is serious about aligning with global digital trade standards. Collaboration between the public and private sectors has started to bear fruit. The government is working with tech associations, universities, and international organizations to create training programs aimed at equipping the workforce with future-ready skills. Initiatives targeting women in tech are also expanding, ensuring that the growth is inclusive and taps into the full potential of the population. The overall policy shift is positioning Pakistan as a proactive player in the technology race, not merely reacting to trends, but actively shaping its digital destiny. By enabling a business environment where companies can start quickly, operate efficiently, and scale globally without excessive red tape, the government is sending a clear message to the international market that Pakistan is open for tech business. This forward-looking governance model is a critical factor in the country's rising competitiveness, and a direct reason why established players in the region are watching its progress with growing concern. Global outsourcing preferences are undergoing a noticeable shift, and Pakistan is emerging as a serious alternative to India in several technology-driven sectors. For decades, India has been the default choice for outsourcing, benefiting from its large English-speaking workforce, established IT firms, and reputation for quality service delivery. However, cost competitiveness, evolving geopolitical realities, and changing business priorities are prompting international companies to diversify their outsourcing destinations. Pakistan, with its combination of lower operating costs, skilled professionals, and growing service quality, is increasingly fitting the bill for organizations seeking both efficiency and value. One of the most attractive factors is the cost advantage. While India remains a strong player, rising operational expenses there are prompting global firms to explore more affordable yet capable alternatives. Pakistan offers similar or even higher levels of technical expertise in fields like software development, web design, and cybersecurity at significantly lower rates, allowing companies to stretch their budgets further without compromising on quality. This financial edge is especially appealing to small and medium-sized enterprises, startups, and even established corporations seeking to optimize expenses. Geopolitical dynamics also play a role in shaping outsourcing decisions. As global supply chains and service delivery networks face disruptions due to political tensions, trade restrictions, or regional instability, businesses are diversifying to reduce over-reliance on a single country. Pakistan's strengthening ties with countries in the Middle East, China, and Central Asia are helping it tap into a wider network of trade and investment partners, which in turn makes it a more attractive outsourcing destination for companies in these regions. Furthermore, the quality of Pakistani outsourcing services is improving rapidly. With a younger, adaptable workforce and a growing startup culture, service providers are becoming more agile and client-focused. They are adopting international project management practices, investing in certifications, and enhancing data security protocols, which address a major concern for foreign clients. The rise of remote work and digital collaboration tools has also made it easier for international teams to integrate Pakistani talent seamlessly into their operations. This gradual shift in outsourcing preferences signals a broader trend. Global businesses are no longer locked into one dominant regional supplier. By positioning itself as a competitive, reliable, and innovative alternative, Pakistan is steadily capturing contracts and partnerships that once flowed almost exclusively to this redistribution of opportunities represents a direct challenge to India's long-standing dominance in the South Asian tech outsourcing market and adds a layer of strategic competition to the region's technology landscape. India's long-standing dominance in the regional technology sector has been a source of both national pride and economic strength. But Pakistan's accelerating tech growth is beginning to challenge that position in tangible ways. For decades, India has been regarded as the go-to destination for IT outsourcing, software development, and technology-driven services, commanding a significant share of the global market. This dominance has been built on an established reputation, deep-rooted corporate relationships, and a massive talent pool. However, the emergence of Pakistan as a competitive player threatens to disrupt this balance, creating a scenario where India risks losing a portion of its lucrative market share. The fear stems from the fact that Pakistan is not merely following India's path, but is carving out its own niche, often with a more agile and caustic unified approach. Pakistani tech firms and freelancers are winning contracts in markets where India has traditionally been unchallenged, particularly in the Middle East, Europe, and North America. With Pakistan's lower operational costs, businesses that are increasingly budget conscious are reevaluating their outsourcing strategies, diverting funds that would once have gone to Indian service providers. Additionally, the perception of Pakistan as a high-risk investment destination is gradually fading as the country strengthens its digital infrastructure, streamlines regulations, and demonstrates consistent export growth. This shift in image is attracting not just small-scale projects, but also larger, long-term collaborations with foreign firms. Each successful project delivered by a Pakistani company chips away at the assumption that India is the sole reliable option in the region. Another layer to this concern is the speed of adaptation. While India's technology industry is vast, its size sometimes slows its ability to pivot quickly to emerging technologies. Pakistan's relatively smaller but highly motivated tech ecosystem can adapt faster, innovate in niche markets, and seize opportunities before larger competitors can mobilize. This agility is particularly advantageous in rapidly evolving fields like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and cybersecurity. The competition is no longer just about volume of output. It's about who can deliver cutting-edge solutions more efficiently, cost-effectively, and with greater innovation. As Pakistan continues to prove its capability in these areas, India faces the possibility of losing not only contracts, but also the perception of being the unchallenged leader in South Asia's technology space. This gradual erosion of dominance is precisely what makes Pakistan's rise a strategic concern for India, as it introduces a formidable regional competitor into a space where India once enjoyed near monopoly control. In conclusion, Pakistan's rise in the technology sector is no longer a distant possibility. It is a present reality reshaping the regional balance of power. With rapidly growing IT exports, bold moves in emerging technologies, a young and ambitious talent pool, government-driven digital reforms, shifting global outsourcing preferences, and the potential to chip away at long-standing dominance, and the potential to chip away at long-standing dominance of power in the global tech economy. This growth is not only about competing for contracts or market share. It's about transforming Pakistan's role from a follower to a leader in areas that will define the future of business, innovation, and economic influence. The momentum is building, the opportunities are expanding, and the world is watching closely as Pakistan's tech sector writes its own success story. I wish all of you the vision to see opportunities where others see challenges, the courage to take bold steps in times of uncertainty, and the persistence to keep building even when the road is tough. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So let's embrace it with confidence and determination. Thank you and good luck to each of you as you shape your own place in this exciting new era.